You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold fans. So, Justin Barber is back soon in our comings and goings update. So I'm wondering if the sketchy lawyer is the one who gets Luna Nozawa out of prison and back on the streets to terrorize everybody again. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we are going to talk about the return of both Aaron D. Spears and, of course, Lisa Yamada, and what is coming up for both of them on this CBS soap. And hey, please click subscribe if you are not following us. So while we don't have a return date yet, Aaron D. Spears did confirm that he is coming back as Justin Barber. And the timing is pretty interesting because this week, Bill Spencer gets another disturbing letter from his not daughter, Luna, from behind bars. The girl is still unhinged, utterly unhinged, and she's looking to get loose, and she is still clearly fixated on Dollar Bill. When she convinced Poppy to show up and visit her last week, Luna was trying to sell her mom, Poppy, on this whole idea that she's still her sweet little girl, Luna. She was trying to say she didn't know what came over her and she wasn't herself. And then she used those two magic words, temporary insanity. And yes, people were saying in the comments, I said she needs a good lawyer, and people were saying you need a psychiatrist. I wasn't going to go into the whole thing, but now I'm going to address this. Yes, you need a psychiatrist to make that diagnosis to help with the defense, but you have to have a really good lawyer to make it happen. That doesn't come out of nowhere. The shrink doesn't just walk in and do that for you. Poppy and Luna do not have money. And that means that, she's probably got just a run-of-the-mill mediocre public defender that they assign to you that has a caseload of 100 other clients. Those are not the kind of lawyers that put up a really good fight to get somebody out on an insanity plea, and they can't afford to pay for, a top psychiatrist as an expert witness. There's a whole process to it that a crappy public defender is not going to do. So a good lawyer is step one. Luna not only needs a good lawyer like Justin Barber, but somebody with deep pockets like Bill Spencer to pay those legal fees and then pay for a reputable psychiatrist to make that temporary insanity diagnosis and show up in court to testify. A top lawyer like Justin out in LA probably charges like $300 to $500 an hour, maybe more. And we're talking, hundreds of hours for a case like this. So big bucks. And for a really good shrink, a high quality one that knows how to testify, we're talking $500 to $1,000 an hour to do the analysis and then to get them to come testify on the stand. That's not something Luna could afford, and certainly not something that Poppy could afford. And even if she could, I don't think she would pay for it. Luna's mom is pretty mad that her daughter tried to frame her for the murders of Tom Starr and bartender Hollis. So I'm also guessing Luna's probably facing charges for attempted murder for Steffi Forrester, locking her in a cage, waiting on a building to fall on her. But Bill Spencer can definitely afford to pay for all of that. So I feel like Luna has two reasons to reach out to him. Bill is probably her only chance at avoiding a life sentence behind bars. And also, I think Luna is still really hot for her father figure, as disturbing as that is. I honestly don't think that Poppy running around and being a loose hippie explains what's wrong with Luna. But if Poppy maybe was taking some kind of serious hard drugs while she was pregnant with Luna, maybe that would explain it, because clearly her daughter is an outright sociopath. Luna was crying and acting all pitiful in front of Poppy, and then the moment her mom left, Luna had that evil smile on her face. So with Aaron D. Spears confirming that Justin is coming back, the question becomes, what sort of plot do we expect to see him in on Bold and the Beautiful when he returns? The last time that I believe we saw him was in conjunction with the murders. He was at Il Giardino the night that Tom Starr died. He was randomly at the restaurant. They had several random people there to have additional suspects. We had Jack Finnegan there. We had Lee Finnegan there, even though she hates live music. And so they were throwing in all these red herrings. And we do know Dollar Bill was really mad at Justin for betraying him and trying to take over Spencer, leaving Liam and Bill in jail. That was when Bill had ran over Vinny the drug dealer and all that. But they seem to have gotten past it. So obviously with Justin back, it's something to do with Bill. And that means likely a legal matter. And, there is a chance it has nothing to do with Luna. It could be about whatever Carter is cooking up because maybe they want Bill to get involved, possibly as an investor or something. And, if there is a chance to get revenge on the dressmaker Ridge Forrester, Bill will be first in line to torment them. But I just have this inkling that it's more likely that Bill may have Justin take a look at Luna's case. Bill may want Justin to tell him if there is any possible defense to be argued in her case or if it's just a lost cause. And before you say that there's no way that Luna could get out of prison, don't forget Sheila Carter is walking around free, happily married to Deacon Sharp, and we know what a monster that she is. I mean, Sheila tried to kill Finn and Steffi, and she is serving pizza to her son and living her best life. So I'm actually kind of excited with Luna back on the scene because, it's pretty rare that Bold has a really good villain that they're letting be villainous. They have kind of forced this Sheila redemption. So I like the Luna thing, and it's doubly exciting because now we've got Remy, this crazy stalker who's going to be coming after Electra Forrester, and I'm presuming Will's going to be in the line of fire. Plus, we have Carter Walton about to step into his own villain era, trying to steal Forrester creations from the people that, he said are like family to him. Then again, if they have to fire Carter, maybe they'd hire Justin, but that seems like going from the frying pan to the fire because Justin is a villain himself, but he's also a damn good lawyer. And that's why I feel like he might come back at Bill's request to look into Luna's case, as terrifying as that might be, because really, if anybody could get Luna out of prison and back on the street, it probably is Justin Barber. And it would be pretty ironic if Bill funded that effort, because I feel like if Luna got out, she would make a beeline for Bill and she would never, ever, ever leave him alone again. And that one or two kisses, I guess, that she laid on him would be the tip of the creepy iceberg where Luna is concerned. So excited to see Aaron D. Spears back. Keep an eye out for Justin Barber, and I will let you know his return date as soon as I have that information.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.